show. I was laughing the entire intro. Because all I hear is Savannah freaking swirling her drink around. It cracks me up. That ASMR bullshit. This is the Sheely Showcase. Hi, welcome. I am the shaman of Sheely, the hostess.
Ooh, I like
with
that.
the mostest, Katie Kinsey, baby.
Baby, I'll elite Katie Kinsey.
All elite Katie Kinsey. That's me.
I don't care how long. I was gonna say I don't care how long he's been in AEW for. He's still all elite.
I mean, he is all elite. He's in all elite wrestling.
Yes, he is.
That's all that matters. Of course, yes, I am joined with my lovely co-host. She is. I don't know why I'm laughing so much today. Maybe I'm actually in a good mood for once. I won't be after News and Rumors, but we'll get there. Okay. She is the young Bucks Nation sensation, the fire-breathing Cody Rhodes Eaton, the spice of life, the sassiest senorita that I know, the hangman Adam Page to my Adam Cole. Lost my voice. Miss Y2 Garcia herself, Savannah. I'm sorry.
Hello,
Savannah,
Katie.
this way.
There you go. I'm in one of the directions.
You're some direction on my phone. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
know.
There. So how are you?
I'm doing good, actually. It does not feel like a Thursday.
Nope.
Glad I remembered we still had a show to do.
Yeah, I got home early from work. I got a shower. I took a nap. I took a very small nap. It was like 20 minutes. And then...
Sometimes that's all you need.
You're supposed to only nap for like 20 minutes or an hour. Because that way you get through either one REM cycle or two.
That makes sense.
The more you know. I don't have the freaking star.
Yeah. No, but I get you. We were just like... Looks like imagination.
What a class. I was watching SpongeBob yesterday. I was babysitting my niece. But this is a wrestling show. I don't know how, but like before we get into our news and rumors and the actual show, Savannah, how you doing? How was your week? Did you do anything fun?
You're asking like I maybe did something fun. I did not. I was like, maybe I did I?
What did you do this week, Savannah? Were you on
other
something?
Than home. Oh yeah. I was like, I did do something this week. I was gonna actually bring it up, but I just didn't know how. I didn't think you were gonna
bring it up.
Well, I already forgot because that's just my life. I was on another podcast this past Tuesday on the Bammer Slammer for the first time. It was really fun, actually. We got to do predictions and like a preview of Full Gear, which was really cool to talk about, and I got to rant about how Hangman fucking needs this win and so much more. So yeah, that's what I did on Tuesday.
There you go. Wow, it was hard to get that out of you.
Yeah. Oof.
Next time I'll cue it up better, maybe. Or you'll just remember. Yeah. Who knows?
Yeah. I don't think remembering's gonna do me any justice. I'm not going to remember.
That's alright. It's alright. You got the plug-in. All that matters. It's all that matters. In all honesty. So before I start my news and rumors, do you have any news and rumors?
I don't know if it's part of your news and rumors, but I mean, I guess I'll just say it anyway.
We'll find out.
I think it most likely is because they did talk about it on Dynamite and on Twitter. That it happened, so it's not apparently. Best Friends joined Chaos, which is a faction in New Japan. I know a lot of people thought that meant Okada was gonna come be on Dynamite, which I heard the rumors, but I didn't exactly believe them all. I'm like, where's Okada? I'm like, I don't think he's gonna be here, guys. But apparently the leader of Chaos, Kazuchika Okada, appointed Best Friends into the faction, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, they are now.
Trent already technically kind of been in Chaos?
Trent, but like not Orange or like Chris, you know.
Yeah, it's like the entirety of Best Friends. It's not just like Chuck and Trent. It's Chuck, Trent, OC,
the whole gang.
Wheeler, Chris. I think Wheeler Yuta tweeted today. He's like, "Wait, I'm in Chaos."
Yeah, which is pretty cool. Which is pretty cool because Chaos is one of the biggest factions in New Japan. It's one of my favorite factions in New Japan. I hope this only means we can get more collaboration between the two.
Hopefully.
So we'll see.
Yeah, I did have that on there, but like towards the end because like I do mine in like.
Oh yeah, well there you go. Now you don't have to do one of them. Now you don't have to do one of them. Yeah.
I know. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh man, I keep. Burping.
Other than that, there is one rumor. I guess you could say it's a rumor. You know, my source person, my friend who tells me shit like that could possibly happen. There is something regarding what's gonna happen after Full Gear. I talked about it on the Bammer Slammer, but I was kind of convinced and kind of like, relieved, like after they kind of reassured me that this wasn't gonna happen. It just would be too much of a mistake, but I don't know, only because it's TBS who wants this to happen apparently, and I don't know if I should say it.
I mean, if you want to say it, you can.
Okay. I mean, I guess it's pretty obvious what's gonna happen at Full Gear in the main event, like who's gonna win, right?
We're hoping.
Yeah. So I guess I'll say it hypothetical, just in case, because you never know. But apparently, if Hangman Page were to win, he's expected to lose by January. Because TBS wants a new champion crown, despite the fact they will get a new champion crown called the TBS champion. But I guess that isn't enough. But again, it could be either something could change or it could not be true. So take what I say with a grain of salt. But that shit, when I heard it, broke my damn heart. I'm like, Hangman cannot have the shortest fucking reign in like a 6-week reign? Are you serious?
So what I'm hearing is TBS be smoking some shit because they're off their goddamn rocker if they don't want Hangman as the champion when that show goes to that channel. Are y'all I think stupid?
that would be the dumbest thing you could possibly do.
Fucking stupid.
I think that honestly would turn a lot of fans off unless you're like a hardcore Kiss ass AEW fan where everything is perfect. And they'll be like, no, it's okay, it's meant to happen. I'm like, no, Hangman is meant to hold this title for a long time, especially how long the journey has been to get to this point.
Honestly, like...
He needs at the very, very minimal least. He needs the very least 6 months. At the very least.
At the very least, yeah.
Yeah,
Hangman needs a long title run.
That is the bare minimum. That is like the soonest it should be if you must take it off him, which you shouldn't, but
Hangman becomes champion forever.
That's right. No, and he'll become a ghost and he'll be ghost champion. He'll be the next Adam to become a ghost.
Then we'll really be the Addams family. You good?
Yeah, the Addams family. Yeah, because I was reading the chat when you said it, but yeah, I got it.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I was like reading it as you went, and then I was trying to find a good place to respond to Matt, and then I was like, well, damn. Did you have anything else, Savannah?
No, that's it. And
okay. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm like,
I got some good ones here.
Okay.
First, we want to send congratulations to Mackenzie Mitchell and Vic Joseph on their engagement.
Yes, I saw that.
That's cute. That's some cute shit.
I loved his caption on Instagram. He said, "I followed what Beyonce said." I'm like, that's perfect.
That's all you gotta do. So congratulations to them. It is announced for, let me see, Battle in the Valley. Okada taking on Buddy Matthews, aka Buddy Murphy. I'm sorry, formerly known as Buddy Murphy.
Yeah. San Jose.
Oh, is that San Jose?
Yeah.
I just remember, I had to write down like Battle in the Valley. I didn't write where it was. No, but I knew you would know, so
it's because the New Japan dojo's in LA. The American one is in LA, so right. I could see a lot of their American shows being in California, especially because California's got a lot of big ass cities. So,
I mean, California is a good place to have everything.
Did it say the day?
It might have. I didn't write it down. If it did,
can I look it up really quick?
Yeah, if you want to.
Okay, yeah. I just want to see, cause I guess the date kind of determines what I was gonna say next. It's gonna be held the same day as Full Gear.
What? November 13th. Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry, New Japan. I'm watching Full Gear first. You guys don't have Hangman challenging for the title after a 2+ year build-up.
Wow.
Oh, it's at 9 p.m. I think the pay-per-view will still be on 9 p.m. my time. But yeah.
I mean, the pay-per-view...
If this is where... Oof. Here's the thing, though. If the pay-per-view's not done by that point, they are going to compete. The beginning of this pay-per-view is going to compete with the main event of Full Gear. That's rough. That is rough. Good luck to those young lions who are always the first matches. Good lord.
Damn, alright. And sticking with the New Japan theme, Kenta became the new IWGP.
No, we're not talking about that.
Listen, I don't care. I don't care, Savannah. It happened. I
know it did. I know you do.
He became the new IWGP US.
I didn't think you'd talk about that. I knew that too. That was another news rumor.
Why do you think I wouldn't talk about that, Savannah? I try and get news rumors from all around the world. I'm a good journalist.
I know.
Can't even take myself seriously.
I know. It's okay, Tana. You should have held it longer, Tana. But I think I prefer Kenta over Chase Owens beating you.
I mean, Tana, it's okay. Like, it's gonna be okay.
I know.
It's alright, Savannah. I'll make your day a little better.
Okay.
So, oh god.
Drink some tea in the meantime.
This is in regards to the WWE releases that happened last week.
Okay.
Updates. One update. Nia came out and said she was taking time off for her mental health.
Oh yeah, I definitely saw that statement.
After everyone was basically being like, you got cut because you didn't get vaxxed. You got cut because you're unsafe. It doesn't matter that your cousin's The Rock. A bunch of bullshit, right? First of all, all y'all can straight up go fuck yourselves. First and foremost. So she had to come out and say that because she requested time off. It was granted. When they wanted her to come back, she was like, no, I would like a little more time. And they said, here's permanent time.
Why'd you have to put it like that, Kate? I know that's the fact, but like the way you formatted that, I was like, ouch.
But I mean, that's basically what happened.
Yeah.
Hideo Tommy beat Tamagotchi. Yes, man.
Hideo Tommy.
He also called Tanahashi Tamagotchi. So Matt does it on purpose, though. It's very unfair.
No, I know that, but I just like that he said Hideo Tommy. I know he's called Tana Tamagotchi before. I know that.
It's fun.
It's fun. It's only fun when he does it, though.
Oh yeah, if anyone else did it, I'd be like, ew. But Matt doing it's fun.
Yeah. Only exception.
And since we're still talking about releases, so again, anyone who decided to talk shit about Nia, fuck off. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I've ranted about it quite a few times. I did it when I was on Mad Show on last Friday. Last Friday? Oh my god. If that was last Friday, then this has been like such a long week already. It feels like I did that so long ago. So, you know that Lindsay Dorado got released as well, Lucha House Party.
Yeah.
Do you know Izzy, the super fan?
Yeah.
You know, for those who don't know, Izzy, she was a Bayley super fan. She was at every NXT show with her parents. Fuck them.
She got popular because Sasha made her cry.
Sasha made her cry. She took her bow. Now she's training with a racist, Tessa Blanchard, and I believe, sex offender. I can't think of his name off the top of my head, though, so don't even ask. I just know it's bad news bears, right? So she's trying to be a wrestler. She's 13. Whatever. She's working with, WOW, Women of Wrestling, I guess. So her dad, this man, went onto Twitter, added Lindsay Dorado, and said, Good, at Lindsay Dorado, good luck with your future endeavors, with the cheesy smile. Lindsay Dorado said, Chasen Rance is the trainer, I think. Yeah. I don't know the name. I just know Bad News Bears. But thank you, Matt, by the way. So Lindsay said, all right, pull up, let's go. He had a jiu-jitsu tournament, which he got gold in, by the way, so shout out to him. And he bought a ticket and a parking pass for Izzy's dad, and he said, you want to talk? Like, let's talk. He wanted this man to pull up so he could whoop on him. He never showed. Izzy's dad never showed. Izzy's dad never showed.
I thought you were going to say he did show and he got
no. No. And then he...
Okay.
Before he deactivated his Twitter and all social media... The dad. I think his name was Cody. I can't remember his name.
Oh, that makes sense. If it's Cody, but anyway.
Anyways, he wrote this, apology note on, Apple, Apple phones.
It was one of those people who wrote it on the Notes app, took a screenshot of the shit, and then tweeted that?
Yeah, he said the word apology or apologize 4 times. If you want to hear the whole note, you can head on over to Young Kings Wrestling, their most recent episode, #apology. They talk about it in that. Also, you can see Reek be a Peasant of the Week, which was very entertaining. Highly recommend you watch the video. You have to. Cody bitch tits. Thank you, Matt.
I thought that was Cody Rhodes.
So, basically, Izzy's dad has not only done this to Lindsay Dorado and didn't want any of the smoke and said no and deactivated his Twitter. Before that, he and his wife, I'm assuming, and whoever were trying to get the NXT fans to chant at, I believe, Nash Carter of MSK, whose dad passed. I think it was Nash. Don't hold me to it. We're trying to get them to chant something about his dad being dead at NXT shows.
The fuck is wrong with this guy?
Yeah, so I have a nice little thing I would like to rant about real quick about fans. Y'all, get off of social media if you're gonna do this. Stop trying to bring hate to people you do not know, i.e. Nia Jax, with all of that bullshit. Trying to pull up on Lindsay Dorado, big mistake. It's endless how many times it's not even just wrestlers, it's all people, it's all celebrities. The IWC, not the cool one that is talked about before, the internet wrestling community are terrible. They're terrible people. It's toxic. It is disgusting. And listen, these people, these celebrities, these people you look up to are not your friends. You guys ain't besties. Y'all ain't kicking it at the mall. Stop. You can acknowledge when, for example, you and I, we've had notices from both Young Bucks, other people, like Brooke with Kenny. That's acknowledging that they're acknowledging you. That's mutual admiration. There is a difference between that and then being a super fan who thinks they are a part of the family, a part of this person's life outside of the internet. Bro, y'all, it ain't real. You gotta relax. You have to be able to separate it. You can't just be
find that line.
There's a few people that come to mind. I'm not gonna say it because it's
obviously we don't name drop, but
yeah. I don't name drop like that. But there's a line that needs to be drawn by all parties involved. You can't go on acting like you're this person's brother, sister, niece, child. It's no, stop. You're not, unless you grew up with them, are in the family, quite literally in the family, blood or by marriage. Justin just comes in and says, say it. No. Like, y'all gotta, like, chill it with it. Like, no. You're not... How do I phrase this? Y'all need to relax, worry about your own lives, and let them worry about theirs. Again, acknowledging when they acknowledge you, that's fine. People get noticed on Twitter all the time, on Instagram, like Savannah with her beautiful merch pics, stuff like that. Like, that's fine. Because that's you being like, oh my god, they noticed my thing that I did. People's drawings, or like banners they make on Twitter and stuff like that. That's chill. That's cool. That's a cool thing when, like, someone notices the hard work you put into something. That's completely different from these people who are being like, oh my god, love you like a sister. Like, you don't fucking know them like that, bro. Stop.
Yeah, maybe it's just because I'm not on Twitter, but I have, well, más y menos, I've come across these, like, types of people. And I guess for me, it's not so much acting like these wrestlers are, like, your, you know, your sister, your brother, or, like, your relatives. For me, at least what I've seen on Instagram, it's not pretending or acting or making it seem like they're your family member. On Instagram, it's more like they treat these wrestlers like they're their therapist. And what I mean by that is when, like, if you need someone, you can go to someone in your family, someone you could trust, someone like, you know, I go to you, I trust you. If I need you, I'll call you on the phone, and you've been very helpful because you're a dear friend. But there's people who, like, reach out to these wrestlers like they're supposed to be a therapist, and then they get upset or they get so offended when either they don't answer or they just open it and not do anything. I'm like, what do you expect them to do? Like, they're not, like, their job is not to, you know, be your therapist. If you need some advice, if, you know, maybe some words of motivation can be fine, but, like, you don't need them to, like, especially if it's constant, you don't need them to do that. That's not their job. Like, you don't, how do you think, like, they feel? Like, a prime example is the Young Bucks. It's always the Bucks, because the Bucks, it's always the Bucks. Like, that's probably why they never answer DMs anymore, or they never reply to stories, or they don't do much interaction as they used to do. Mm-hmm. Like, they used to reply to stories. Like, if you mention them in their story and they liked what they saw, they'll say, like, oh, they'll put, like, an emoji or something. Yeah. But people started reaching out like they were therapists, like if they were the psychiatrist to help them, like, on a weekly basis or even sometimes daily. And it's like, you know, how do you think they feel when they get death threats on Twitter, or when their family gets death threats? Like, who the hell, like, they deal with their own stuff outside of this. I'm pretty sure you're the last person on their mind. And it's a sad reality, but it's a reality that shouldn't be taken so, like, to heart. It's not that they're trying to personally attack you or personally turn you away. They just have lives, they have families, they have other things to deal with, you know? So you shouldn't have, there's, like, first of all, if your life is so bad to the point where you have to turn to a wrestler for advice or to be your therapist, then maybe you shouldn't even be on social media at all. If your life is that bad, I think you should just stay away and, like, find yourself, or find someone who in real life, or, you know, a friend online who is there to help you. Like, if that is your complete last resort and that's all you could go to, then you have no business being on social media.
You know, like, something else you could do? If you're watching the video and you're listening, in the descriptions of the video and the audio, I have links to the crisis text line. It's free to text. Text hello 741-741. Or if things are extremely bad, where is it? There it is. National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 1-800-273-TALK 8255. Or suicidepreventionlifeline.org. If it ever gets that bad, you have these. You do not need to take it to these people you admire, your idols, if you will. You do not need to take all of your problems, dump it onto their lap, and get upset when they don't respond.
Yeah,
and because it's like not their job. They have other things to worry about like themselves, their career, their lives, their families. They probably care.
It's Matt's saying we need a name drop. I'm like, it's because I have names and I'm pretty sure you know the names I'm referring to, but I just can't say it. I can't.
I'm not gonna say them on stream.
I'm not gonna say it either. I'm definitely not gonna say it.
I have two,
but I have a couple in mind too.
We might have one of the same ones.
I'm pretty sure we do. But it's just like at this point, it's kind of like with some people, especially one of the names I'm thinking of, it's almost like expected to the point like it's expected of them to get back to them or to shower them with advice or to always be there for them. And it's almost sort of like a level of entitlement. Like when they show that they're getting offended, it's like, no, you're not the most important thing in their life. I'm sorry, you're just not. It doesn't matter how big of a fan you are.
You're just a person to these people.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You could be the biggest fan in the world, have all the merch, met them a million times, but that's all you'll be. You'll be a fan just like the people who only have a shirt, who can't, make a wall like I do because they don't have enough shit to put up. But like, you can have one shirt. You can only have never met them. You are still on that same playing field, if you will. If it's even like, if you people like to compare, like, how much better of a fan you are, but you're not entitled to anything as far as their personal, connection. You're just a fan, and that's all you will ever be.
At the end of the day, we are all fans, all on the same wavelength. No one is better. I mean, there are people who are definitely worse. Like, y'all need to fucking chill. But, like, y'all know who you are. The fucking
Except
creeps.
Masa. Masa's it.
Masa's an exception.
Yeah, he's like, the only exception. Yeah, he is family at this point.
He's everything. So, but, like,
so.
No, we are all fans. No one is superior. There are definitely ones who are worse. Y'all know who you are. Fucking, y'all gotta chill. Like, the creepy ones who, send death threats to babies. Those people. Y'all ain't fans. Y'all are sick. Disgusting. But we're all fans at the end of the day. Y'all gotta chill. Stop crossing lines that don't need to be crossed. And that's that. Anyways, we're just gonna move on to another thing that kind of pissed me off. So Survivor Series is like next week.
Really?
And like it's soon. It's like real soon.
I might be out of town for a Survivor Series.
They decided to announce the Survivor Series teams on social media. No qualifying matches. The majority of the people on the teams were on other shows at the time. Let me read you the teams.
I did see that. I saw the announcement, and some people are like, "Oh my god, yes!" I'm like, but that kind of destroys the whole build up to Survivor Series. These qualifying matches were good build ups. That was a good way to build up.
They were.
And it could, playing their cards right, do wonders for storylines. Like with Nia Jackson, Lana, that was a good way to like further that storyline in Survivor Series. That was a really good way.
Shout out to Lana for being the lone survivor last year, and now she's not with the company. That's disrespectful.
Is her 90 days up?
It should be. If Peyton Royce and Cassie and Jessica. Jessie are Jessica, whatever. I always want to say Jessie because Cassie. And
that makes sense.
Because if theirs were up, then hers is definitely up.
I'm surprised she hasn't gone hired anymore. Maybe she
might pop up on AEW. I think, especially with Miro.
Miro is always talking about his wife.
Exactly. So here are the teams that were announced. So for the men's, for the Raw team, we have Seth Rollins, who was just on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Finn Balor, who was just on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens, who was just on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio was on Raw. Yeah. Yeah. And then...
Was he?
I think so.
I thought he was on SmackDown before.
No, he was on Raw. He was on Raw. Fuck. Okay. Now I'm getting confused. God. No, he was on SmackDown.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
it was the entire SmackDown roster. Oh my god. Oh, and then originally it was Dominic, but as we saw on Monday, Dominic got handed to the Wolf this wolf being the almighty formerly WWE champion, Bobby Lashley. It's weird not saying almighty WWE champion, so I just have to go almighty and like kind of stop myself. So it's also Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley is the only person on that team who has been on Raw. And here's the SmackDown team. We have Drew McIntyre was just on Raw. Jeff Hardy was just on Raw. King Xavier was just on Raw. Sami Zayn was on SmackDown.
Okay, they got one.
They got one. Oh, they got two. Happy Corbin.
Oh. Man, SmackDown, you couldn't play any better cards.
Then we have the women's teams. We have, for the Raw side, Bianca Belair was just on SmackDown. Rhea Ripley, she was on Raw.
Okay.
Liv Morgan was just on SmackDown. Carmella was just on SmackDown. Oh, and look at that. Queen Zelina was just on SmackDown. And then we have the SmackDown women's team. Sasha Banks.
She was still on SmackDown.
She was... I don't even know. She was flip-flopping. She kept coming back and then leaving. I don't know. Shayna Baszler was on Raw. Shotzi was on SmackDown. I give him that. I give him Shotzi. Natty was...
She was the tag champ for a lot of the time, so she's on both.
She's on both.
So I think we can give her a pass for that.
I'll give him a pass for Natty. And then Aaliyah, who was just brought up in the draft and is a part of SmackDown. So...
This is why I've said it before. This is why I think the draft should happen after WrestleMania. It's after you after the biggest event happens, that's when you have the draft. So by the time Survivor Series comes, it makes more sense to have people who were originally on the opposite brand, representing the brand they are now on. It makes more sense.
And also, if they wouldn't have, went with the Saudi show again, we could have had the draft in the beginning of October.
Or you could have had
plenty of time for at least a few qualifying matches or people to get established on the shows before Survivor Series, but no. WWE said, we're going to do the draft, but it's not going to go into effect until after Crown Jewel. And then you guys have about 3 weeks to make Survivor Series good. Good luck.
Brand just done.
I don't get it. And another thing that pisses me off about Survivor Series is Adam Pearce's ass was on Raw being like, well, Dominic, you aren't a WWE champion, which, first of all, rude. The kid's young.
I know, I'm like, this dude just joined. First night.
It just became a thing. Also, hi, Jay-Z.
Oh, hello. But first night on the job, he gets his back brutally attacked by Seth Rollins. True. But you want to say, oh, you're not a champion. He's a champion at heart.
So that's disrespectful. But the main fact that Adam Pearce runs both shows. So why do you want a clean sweep for Raw again? That's the thing. It doesn't make sense, and I hate everything about it.
I think it would be better if Adam Pearce was in charge of one and Sonya Deville's in charge of the other.
It would make the most sense if Sonya took SmackDown because she's got the thing with Naomi. And that way you can give Adam Pearce Raw. And he doesn't have to deal with Brock Lesnar when Brock comes back and beats his ass again. Like, that's your thing right there. Mm-hmm. Excuse me, if you wanted to have this thing of 2 GMs, 2 people in power, you have them on fucking different shows. It's not hard, and WWE chooses to make everything way more difficult than it needs to be. For what? For why? I don't know. And I hate it. I fucking hate it. It's so annoying. But I'm just gonna move on. Also, these cars are loud as fuck outside. I am so sorry if you can hear it. Tribute to the Troops is on Sunday. So that's the 14th. Yes. I don't know what time. I didn't write the time. I just saw that it was on Sunday. I was like, oh, okay, I'll make sure to mark that down. Zoe Stark is out with a torn ACL and meniscus. So, yeah, she's going to be out for a while. She didn't give, like, a time frame or anything, but she's going to be out for quite a bit, because that's no joke.
It's almost like Seth Rollins' injury. He told when he got injured, he was like his ACL, his MCL, and his meniscus. I was like, shit. Poor guy, his poor knee.
Yeah, Seth fucking blew his knee out, though. That was wild.
Yeah. This dude just completely destroyed it.
He did. December 5th, War Games.
It's my dad's birthday.
Is it?
Yeah, December 5th. It's also Walt Disney's birthday.
Okay, I did not know that. Thank you for that information.
The only reason why I know that is because he shares a birthday with my dad.
Oh, that I guess that makes sense. Yeah. So this is gonna be the first War Games of the Undisputed Era, which is weird.
It's like it's like their thing, you know. It's like
they were in all of them besides the women. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'm actually kind of intrigued how they do it this year.
I know I saw, like, this was before even War Games, or War Games, as William Regal likes to announce it.
Before you go on, that's another thing that makes me mad. Where the fuck is William Regal? Does he work there? Is he got a job? Is he gonna come out ever?
I think there was budget cuts, he couldn't make it.
That's fucked. That's my phone.
I don't think they would have announced it. That's why I'm having. It's all in good fun because he's at least I hope he's not gone.
No, if he is, I'm so gone, sorry. Then no.
That's it. That's that. Come on now. Yeah.
Disrespectful. That man is trying his best. But continue. Sorry.
But yeah, no. Sorry, William Regal. If you are gone, I hope not. But anyways, I know I saw some people like on Twitter and stuff, and like talking about like they were saying that I don't know if there's like a rule change or if it's just because they're not keeping things like violent anymore. But apparently people are saying they should just cancel War Games or stop doing it altogether. Is there like something from there happening, or am I missing something?
Are these people stupid? What's going on? War Games is one of the most entertaining NXT pay-per-views.
Yeah, it's because they said, oh, they should just stop it because it's not going to be the same. And I'm like, is it because Undisputed Era is gone? Or is it because they think like it did something happen and I didn't know, like something changed?
I don't know who these people think they are. They're wrong. War Games is still going to be great. You have plenty of fantastic talent down there right now in NXT, killing it. And I mean, I can't think of like, I mean, for the women, you could have like you could throw Toxic Attraction in there and like add 2 other people, and then like EO, if it's I was saying Zoe's not gonna be back, but like Team Ninja, add 2 more people. Add, like, Dakota and Raquel, like, do something. Put Dakota back in the War Games match. That's where she turned on Tegan. Let her thrive. Let her actually compete in the match this time.
I know.
I don't know. That's some blasphemous bullshit I've ever heard.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. That's why I was confused. That's why I was confused. Like, why are these people so angry? I'm like, I thought you liked War Games.
I fucking love War Games.
So again, I thought something was going on and I just didn't realize. I was like, they might as well just cancel it. I'm like, but why? I'm like, what happened?
Nah, people are stupid. Also, Savannah, this is gonna be another long show.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we're still not done with news and rumors.
Sorry, I only got one more thing.
How long has it been?
We're about 39 minutes in.
There's another news and rumor show. We just need to start.
It happens.
Or we need to just next time just blow on by news and rumors.
Oh yeah,
it's always with
Toxic Attraction, Dakota Kai versus Io, Raquel, and Team Ninja. See,
there you go.
Matt knows. The last thing I had is, which I think it just got announced today, Lady Frost, who I watched. She was on the NWA Empower pay-per-view, which was pretty good. She's great. Excuse me, she just signed a long-term contract to Impact, so Impact's got another pretty good woman. Impact's just gotta start racking them up because now that Deonna got dethroned, fresh meat, baby.
Yeah,
let's go.
Did we ever? I know we're still on news and rumors after like being 40 minutes in, but did we ever talk about like Impact and AEW no longer working together?
I mean, we didn't, but like, so basically, Impact and AEW, their relationship, like, ties have been severed. Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson have not been on AEW. We went so long without Don Callis' ass.
Oh my god! I think that was
to show up last night.
That was more upsetting to me than Hangman signing the than Kenny signing the contract with Hangman's blood. That was more. I'm like, fuck, he's back.
I'm upset. Like, I hated everything about that. I was like, no, and he won with Don. But like, no, if you watch Impact, which not a lot of people do, a handful of people do, you will not see like anyone from AEW. Like, Christian lost the belt. So they actually have someone from Impact as their Impact World Champion. Crazy, I know. And, like, you won't see, besides Don, because I guess Don, like, Loki got fired, but, like, kind of didn't. I don't know what's all going on with him. And I really don't care because I hate Don Callis.
I wonder if they're just, I think, like, the final nail in the coffin in the relationship is going to be after Full Gear. Maybe afterwards they'll be like, all right, Don, fuck off. We don't need you anymore. You've done your piece, and now... leave.
They were never working together. AEW did whatever they wanted to Impact while they sat there and took it. That's
honestly
true.
That's true.
That is like, very true.
Kenny took their title, and then we got like maybe the Good Brothers went to AEW, but
like it. We could have had anybody else.
Everyone wanted Deonna and Britt.
Oh my god! Listen, me and Matt wanted Deonna, Britt, and Camille. Oh, that would have been perfect. I'm still mad I didn't get that match. I mean, I'll still be okay getting it, but like, only Camille's still champion, I think.
Unless you can do a 4-way with Britt, Deonna, Camille, and Mickie James.
I mean, you could throw Mickie in there if you wanted.
Because Deonna's still a champion, technically. She is Reina de Reinas champion.
Yeah, that's true. I always forget that, though. Oops. Yeah, so AEW and Impact weren't ever actually working together. It was kind of just like they're like... Impact was like the side piece. AEW focused only on itself.
Because I was like, they threw like Private Party and Matt Hardy like to Impact a couple times.
Ew, I forgot.
Technically, the Bucks showed up, but that was because it was the pay-per-view at the Daily's place. So I'm like, of course the Bucks are gonna be there.
Well, if it's on home turf, then of course they are.
Yeah. So yeah, but I was like, there's no way that like they would willingly go to Tennessee or wherever the hell Impact is held. There's no way they would go there voluntarily, especially after the way Impact treated them in the past.
Well, I know Impact sometimes does tapings in Vegas.
Oh, I didn't know that. But still, they would not go to Impact Turf. They would not go to Impact Territory.
Not willingly,
willingly.
Not willingly.
They're EVPs. They probably had power to not go.
They barely have power anymore. That's neither here nor there.
Well, that's fucking Cody's fault.
Everything's Cody's fault. We know this. Okay, so that's all the news and rumors. God, this is gonna be like almost a 2-hour show. Fuck.
Oh wow.
Oops. Today in women's wrestling history, there was an NXT live show in 2016. Listen, I was struggling really hard to find something, so we get an NXT live show. Mainly because this one had the most women's matches. Nikki Cross defeated Bianca Belair. Nikki is now a Nikki ASH and is one half of the new gimmick. She's one half of the women's tag team champions. Bianca Belair kicking ass, taking names, as she does. And then we had Aaliyah, Asuka, Ember Moon, and Liv Morgan defeat Billie Kay, Daria Beninata, which is Sonya Deville, Mandy Rose, and Macy Estrella, aka Lacey Evans. Now let's see where all of they are. Aaliyah just got called up to SmackDown. Asuka still out. Ember Moon was just fired. Liv Morgan, the number one contender for the Raw Women's Championship. Billie Kay is now the Knockouts Tag Team Champions with formerly known as Peyton Royce. Sonya Deville is Karen Deville, running the SmackDown. Mandy Rose is the NXT Women's Champion and runs the hottest faction in NXT, Toxic Attraction. And Lacey Evans gave birth 2 weeks ago?
Recently gave birth to her second child. Very recently
gave birth to her second child, which, again, congratulations. That's a 5-year difference. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's crazy how a lot of these women are not even with the WWE anymore.
Well, only 2.
It's like only like 3. No. Oh yeah, you're right.
Because
I guess when he said Jessica McKay, I thought of the Iconics, like both of them.
Yeah, she was not in. She was not in
this
match. This match, she wasn't. I don't think she was on this card. I already wrote it down. But yeah, that was November 11th. Today in women's wrestling history, NXT live show, somewhere in Florida, I think. I didn't write it down. BTE, anything?
Honestly, no. Despite the fact that, well, okay, hold on. It was almost 40 minutes. That's a damn near Squid Game episode. The only thing that kind of happened was, again, Alex Reynolds and John Silver where this time they were in Adam Cole's room and they were approached by Adam Cole because, they were in his room, they were in his bed, and Adam Cole tried to basically give them a taste of their own medicine and say, oh, you need to change this, you need to change that, you need to change your hair, you need to change this, and they just didn't give a shit. They're like, whatever. And then, of course, Adam Cole was like, eat shit, whatever, and leaves. So I'm thinking they're starting to slowly get into Adam Cole's head, just a little.
Maybe.
I think they're driving him to the brink of insanity, because especially showing that his words aren't affecting them in any way. So there's that, and like I said, it's become a pattern at this point. Again, I think that there's something there. There is something there, but for the most part, it was just a lot of, again, travel vlog. It was a travel vlog basically. They talked about buying shoes. Those girls went to go buy shoes. And then a good majority of the I don't know about the majority, but a good portion of it, like pretty much the entire ending,
was Bean Boozled.
Bean Boozled. Yeah, they brought back Bean Boozled, except it was the spicy version. And Matt, just quick flowers thrown. I'm sorry, Matt. I like you too, but Matt Jackson is who I'm referring to. All the flowers thrown at him for taking the Carolina Reaper, the hottest one. Apparently, according to them, the easiest flavor, which was like sriracha or something, was already very hot. Mm-hmm. And Matt ate the hottest one of the bunch, and he just took it like a champ. He ate it. Oh, and so did Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy, they had him eat one, and he was totally fine. He was just
sold it for as long as he could.
Yeah, and he did. I still think he did a really good job. Like, he didn't even crack a smile or like, he didn't nothing. He pretty much no-sold the whole thing. So I was like, you know what, props to them, because I know if that was me, I'd probably have an asthma attack or something. So
you got asthma, Savannah. You can't be doing that shit. Come on now.
Yeah, so I'm like, props to them for doing it. I know Nick was dying at the sriracha when Nick was like, oh, I can't do it. I was like, oh no, Nick, I'm probably the same way. Not just, so ain't no flowers thrown at Matt. So yeah, we'll see about next week. Oh, actually, hold on. Next week is actually the 282nd episode of Being the Elite, which, if you did not know the little Easter egg they did in the Squid Game or the Elite Game episode, Hangman Page's picture or his number was 282.
Mm-hmm. So we talked about this last week, yeah.
So we'll see.
It's going to be the episode after Full Gear. Which, oh yeah, did we even mention that Full Gear's on Saturday?
Oh yeah, news and rumor. Oh well, everyone knew that. That's not news.
That's not news. But, well, I mean, we'll cover the fallout of All Out. I almost said the fallout of All Out. Fallout of Full Gear next week. Obviously, because we don't do a show. We do the show before the pay-per-views and shit. So we could have a cowboy shit chant just on the show.
Good. We are gonna have a cowboy shit chant.
We will. Cowboy shit.
And again, like I said this actually, I don't think we're recording, but we said this on the stream. There was a picture. I'm not sure if it was exactly a leak or if, I want to say it was probably a leaked picture. Nothing spoiled. Well, half, kind of, whatever. But Hangman, there was a picture of Hangman posting all over Twitter of him on a horse. So I hope this means we're gonna get another horseback riding entrance from the cowboy. And I hope when he wins, he climbs back up on that horse and just
rides
off into the night as your new AEW champion.
We can't even say sunset because it's gonna be fucking 10 o'clock.
Yeah, sunset's like at 3 p.m. 5 p.m. is sunset.
Dude,
so.
I don't even want to talk about it. I hate it. Daylight saving sucks. Like, yeah. I don't want it to be pitch black when I'm driving home at 6 p.m.
It makes you feel like it's a lot later than it actually is, and it stresses you out. Honestly,
though.
You're like, oh my god, like it's so late. I need to do this. I need to do that. But then you realize, oh wait, it's fucking early.
And then I feel counterproductive when I'm not doing anything, and then I'm just like, oh fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, so, this is stupid. Anyways. Elevation. 1, 2, 3, 6 matches. I'm gonna run through these quick. I'm not even gonna talk about any of them.
Yeah, go.
Matt Hardy defeated Dean Alexander. Botcher and Bland defeated Chuck Taylor and Wheeler Yuta. Ruby Soho and Ryu Mizunami defeated Emi Sakura and Nyla Rose. Dark Order, which was Evil Uno, Stu Grayson, John Silver, and Alex Reynolds, beat the Acclaimed in 2.0. Riho defeated 2D Lynn. Shout out to 2D Lynn. She's great. And Powerhouse Hobbs defeated Danny Adams. That's Dark Elevation. Dark, there was a lot of matches. Darby Allin defeated QT Marshall. Wardlow defeated Ryan Mantel. Gun Club cheated and beat Evil Uno, Alex Reynolds, and Colt Cabana. Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs defeated Alan Angels and Press 10 Vance. Andrade El Idolo defeated Warhorse. Jungle Boy Luchasaurus and Christian defeated Matt Hardy, Isaiah Cassidy, and The Bland. Dante Martin kind of cheated. Leo Rush cheated and helped him beat Frankie Kazarian. Sammy Guevara and Jake Hager defeated Coco Lane and Luke Langley. Too Fast Su Fuego, which is Fuego del Sol and Cody Rhodes' bitch ass, defeated Nick Camarado and Aaron Solo. Nyla Rose defeated 2D Lynn. Sorry, 2D Lynn, that you're not getting any wins. I didn't get the winner of this match, so I'm not even going to talk about it. Matt Sydal and Lee Moriarty defeated 2.0. Chuck Taylor, Orange Cassidy, and Wheeler Yuta defeated... This is really small. Hold on. Darian Bengston... Davey Vega and oh my god, my handwriting is just so small. Someone Jackson, I don't know. Riho defeated Heidi Howitzer, and Tay Conti defeated Miranda Gordy.
I have a quick question.
I might have an answer for you.
Is this whatever the fuck Cody is doing, like, a regular thing for Dark now, or Dark Elevation?
Well, originally, I think he originally did it because the first time they were, everyone else was on the cruise. So I think he was just like, you know what, Fuego, let's be a tag team. Which, Cody Rhodes, get the fuck out of here. And they, like, are acting like it's not Cody Rhodes when we know it's fun. He has Dream tattooed on his chest. Just because he's wearing a singlet,
we can still see the neck tattoo.
Just because he's wearing a mask.
He's not slick. Yeah, okay. So,
ain't slick.
Yeah, because, like, oh my god. Like, first, I was gonna say originally, if it keeps him off Dynamite, I'll be fine with it. But no.
It doesn't!
Well, yeah, and, like, I was gonna say, fucking Cody. You had, Malachi and Andrade show up, like, from the darkness, and then you have, who, I'm trying to think. Someone came out. Yeah, they came out, and then stupid Cody's coming out from the crowd thinking he's hot shit. Like, he's running down the stairs trying to catch him. I'm like, dude, you're so far behind. Like,
I was sitting here. I was like, oh my god, Darkness, Malachi. And then it was Andrade too. I was like, oh, even better. And then I was like, oh my god, so where the Lucha Bros at? Because I was like, yo, that's your Death Triangle homie. Where y'all at? They took a while.
And then I saw Cody. I was like, fucking great.
And then it got announced for Full Gear.
I knew Cody was gonna get thrown into a match some way or another. I was like,
Cody taking on Andrade and Malachi, but like the match is gonna slap.
Because it is, but I'm just like, it just personally annoys me that, like, of course Cody gets, like, because this dude just has to be on the pay-per-view, so even if it's just slapped in at the go-home show, you know.
Well, I mean, it wasn't necessarily thrown in here, like, that. It's been, like, 2 weeks of this.
No, it was a build, but the fact that, like, they just threw the match. Like, if I feel like if it would have at least been announced like at least a couple weeks ago, but like, you know, if it was gonna happen anyway, why not just do it sooner? Why do you have to do it at the go home show?
I mean, because it's AEW.
But yeah.
All right.
But yeah. So yeah. Cody Rhodes then. It's just, oh my god, like. Is he so hungry to be on screen that he even has to be on their YouTube shows where indie talent gets over and gets their name out? Are you that desperate, sir? Or is your ego needing for that much, like, does it need to be fed that bad? Like, who starved you as a child? Who starved your ego?
Did you eat today? Are you okay?
Maybe it doesn't matter if I've eaten or not, because
maybe you just despise Cody Rhodes that much.
Maybe I do.
All right, I'm just like, attitude when you said that, you're like, maybe I do.
I don't mean to like direct it towards you. I'm sorry, I don't mean to direct it towards you, but it's just
I did nothing wrong.
Yeah, Cody Rhodes existed, and that's what happened.
I can't.
All right, let's move on before I go off.
Yeah. Did you go first last week, or did I go first last week?
You went first last week.
All right, so you go first this week. Man's, woman's tag team.
Let's do tag team first.
Okay, go for it.
So, despite the loss, I think these two made a pretty good tag team. I didn't want them to lose, but they did. So, I guess we'll give or take. Okay. But I'm going to go with Lee Moriarty and Matt Sydal. Mike Sydal is injured, no? He's on the...
Yeah, he's still injured. Same with Dante Martin's brother.
Yeah, I'm like, Darius. It would have been funny if the two brothers that have a brother injured, you know, team up together.
Isn't that crazy, though? Like, because everyone was just like, yo, why the fuck is Matt Sydal and Dante Martin teaming up? And then you come to find out both of their brothers are injured.
Yeah. So, but I still think that Matt Sydal and Lee Moriarty did a good job, despite the loss. So I'm going to go with them.
So,
that's my tag team of the week.
That's fair. I have a lot of tag teams.
It's okay. Go ahead.
I'm keeping up with my gimmick.
Oh, yeah.
Team Ninja was on my screen, and they did have a match. So Team Ninja is one of my tag teams, as well as the team that won the match, Toxic Attraction. Mandy Rose, Gigi Dolan, Jessie Jane, snacks on snacks. That's what they are. That's a lot of gold. Love that. So that whole match, all the tag teams, and then also I am taking the entire match of Lio Rush and Dante Martin versus Lee Moriarty and Matt Sydal, because that match was incredible.
Really good match.
I'm sitting here like sorry. I hate him.
Yeah, I saw Reek's comment.
I saw it and I couldn't stop laughing. But no, like, all of those men killed it. It was one of those matches where you're just like, how is this happening? Like, how is this real? It was great. Yeah. So, I gotta go.
Really good match.
That entire match, and then that entire women's match.
Yeah.
So, you going mans or are you going womans?
Let's go womans. So, my womans is the new #1 contender for the Raw Women's Championship, Miss Liv Morgan, finally getting her shot. I really don't think she's going to be the one to dethrone Becky Lynch, but I hope this is at the very least, a step in the right direction for Liv. Because maybe, if anything, maybe make it like because they love doing this, make it a triple threat. Put someone in that Liv can... No triple threat? No triple threat? Okay, hold on.
I fucking hate triple threats. I'm so sick of them doing
I know
that.
They do, but that's what they... I know, but that's what they do best. They make shit triple threats, especially if they want to make a new champion, but not let the current champion get pinned. That's what they always do. That's exactly what they did when AJ Styles lost the United States Championship. Ty Dillinger, who's John Spears now, he's like, oh, well, I beat Baron Corbin, so why can't I be in the match? And they're like, oh, that's a good point. Go ahead and be in the match. And that's when AJ lost.
Poor Daniel isn't used to the thirst in the chat. Whoops.
I'm like, he should know being my friend. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry, Daniel. So yeah, anyway. yeah, Liv Morgan is my pick. And again, I hope this means bigger and better things for her. Actually, did you see that her and Ruby Soho ran into each other at the airport?
I did. That's so good cute. Energy that I want in the world. Them just just happen to run into each other, and some stranger tapped on Liv's shoulder and was like, "Isn't that Ruby?" Like, that's so cute.
That is the sweetest thing. That's what being a good fan is.
It is. He said, I know you, but I don't know who they are.
Well, smacking it raw, I mean, come on. Come on,
Daniel. Come on. It's in the name. Come on.
Yeah, come on. Come on. But yeah, so Liv Morgan's my pick.
Wow, what a fucking coincidence. Because Liv Morgan is also my pick for the same reasons. She finally is getting her chance at a title. I really don't think she will win. It'd be a hell of a shock if she does.
I think probably a very big upset. Like one of the biggest.
People are gonna be like, "Oh my god, Becky just lost the title." Like, first of all, fuck off. Becky's been champ how long? How many times? Other people can be champion too, guys. There's this thing called sharing. Idiot. I don't know why my voice cracked when I said sharing.
Sharing is caring.
But I think like this is a really good opportunity for Liv. They've been building her up. She's been busting her ass. She's been killing it. And I also hate the fact that they decided the majority of that fatal 5-way was the team from Survivor Series.
Yeah, I was like, bro, aren't you supposed to be like a cohesive unit like next week or the week after? But that's what they did with, well, okay, because I don't know if it was like technically part of the storyline when AJ kept calling himself the captain and he kept putting like the teammates against each other, which was gonna kind of like backfire on him and stuff. But like, don't put like the teammates against each other when they're supposed to be like, you know, like a team. You know, especially if the majority of them just came from the same brand.
It gets back into the whole Survivor Series. I'm not doing it anymore. Yeah. All right, Savannah, who's your mans of the week?
I'm pretty sure. Well, maybe not everyone could guess, but if you know me, you know I like New Japan, and when I saw,
never would have guessed.
What?
Never would have guessed.
Yeah, that Rocky Romero was gonna, you know, take on Bryan Danielson in an absolutely incredible opening match for Dynamite.
Great match.
Oh my god. I already knew that Rocky Romero was going to be my pick. Even though he lost, you don't have to win the match to be my pick. It was a really good match. It was so good to see Rocky Romero, and he did a fucking fantastic job. He is my pick, but really quick, I'm going to throw some flowers out because... flowers. Oh, I should have thrown my flowers out for the tag team, but I'll throw my flowers out to Okada for bringing in Best Friends into Chaos because they are now best friends. Best Friends are now in Chaos.
Crazy.
And I can't wait to see what they contribute, and I hope this means more collaboration, like I said earlier, for New Japan and AEW. But yeah, so I'll give Okada flowers because apparently he was the one who appointed them. I mean, makes sense. He's the leader. But yeah, and also just quick flowers. I think I said, I don't even think we were live yet when I mentioned this to you, Katie. Quick flowers, a few couple flowers. This is going to be a little shocking for the given circumstances, but I'm giving a few flowers to Kenny Omega this week because, well, I told you this. I told you that.
I was like, what?
Because, okay, I didn't like what he did to Hangman because first of all, that was fucking Don. I'm like, fuck Don. Fuck you, Don.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, when Hangman called Kenny out for all the lies he was told by Kenny, I'm already laughing. Hangman said that the biggest lie told to him by Kenny was after their match at Full Gear last year, where Kenny told Hangman, "Good job, Hanger. I'm proud of you." He said that was the biggest lie Kenny's ever told him. And so afterwards, after they signed, or Kenny hadn't signed the contract, but Kenny said he wanted to shake Adam's hand before, you know, the match, you know, man to man, whatever. So they do that, and then fucking Kenny, being Kenny Omega, just throws that line back in his face after Hangman called him out for, you know, saying that was the biggest lie. He says, "Good job, Hangman. I'm proud of you." I'm sorry, that made me lose it. I was like, oh my god, that was amazing. I lost my damn mind. I was like almost laugh crying. I just think it was the fact that he just took that shit he was called out for and just re-delivered it to his face. It was so funny to me. I loved it. Some flowers to Kenny for that. But yeah, like I didn't like what he did, but then again it was Don. Fuck you, Don.
Fuck you,
and
Don.
The whole Don Callis situation was more pissed me off more than Kenny signing the contract and Hangman Blood. But yeah. that shit was funny to me. I loved it. I loved that. I loved that Kenny used that same line again as like a clapback. It was really good and I thought it was funny.
Did you have more flowers to give?
No, I think those are all my flowers. Okay. I'll give Hangman the damn bouquets after he wins.
After he wins, Hangman gets all the bouquets, all the flowers, every color. Yeah. Rainbow.
Yeah.
My man's. I'm going King Xavier. Let me explain.
Yeah. I know.
The match with, as he put it, Jiminy Uso. I thought it was funny. Match slapped. I'm so happy that Xavier is getting this recognition finally. After all of this time, we had Kofi Mania, East Champ right now. Now we have King Xavier. Shout out. Match was great. He won the match. Jimmy was about to bend the knee. Roman just said, nah, fuck this. He comes in. They wreck shit. Kofi's knee's busted. Might not be... Oh, and Roman and Xavier are having a match on Friday, which that match is going to be incredible.
Yeah,
I'm already excited.
I think it's going to be like a Daniel Bryan versus The Fiend situation. Like, we kind of know who's going to win, but Xavier's going to bring everything he has to Roman
he's going
Reigns.
to fight with all of his heart, and I'm very excited. So, even though there was, like, the whole Bloodline beatdown, and Kofi's kind of out, kind of, sort of, and Xavier, I mean, he did win the match. I mean, I have to go King Xavier. What a guy. What a king.
You probably would have been my pick had Rocky Romero not been on.
That's fair. I guess
I could have made both of them my pick, but yeah.
I mean, no, you chose Rocky Romero, which, solid choice. You could also went with the American Dragon, Jake Long himself, Bryan Danielson.
Yeah, but I don't get me wrong, I love Danielson, but I was just so excited to see Rocky Romero on AEW. I was like so excited, especially since it was the first match. I was very hyped, especially
I didn't expect it to be the first match, honestly.
Me neither. I was so hyped because it was the first match and I was home alone at the time. So, like, my mom got home and I was like, all right, that's fine. But then she had me go get dinner. So I ended up having to miss some of Dynamite. I was like, okay, that's fine as long as I don't miss the contract signing. The contract signing comes and then people are trying to talk to me while I'm trying to listen. I had to go back and watch just to make sure I listen to everything, because I know people are talking about, oh my god, did you catch when Hangman told Kenny that he's had another tag team partner he couldn't live up to? I was like, shit, Hangman.
I mean, it's true. Kenny ain't shit. Kenny ain't shit.
Kenny needs some ice for that burn, because Jesus Christ, it's fucking huge. So yeah,
I'm just gonna say it again. Kenny ain't shit. We stan Hangman. Listen,
I'm like, I still love Kenny. That's why
I know you do. I know you do. I'm like,
look, who's next to Hangman? It's Kenny.
That's I didn't do that.
I know. I did that on purpose. It's because other Hangman's up there. But yeah. I know I love Hangman, obviously. But like, again, like I still gave Kenny his flowers for being fucking hilarious with that one line.
Also, that's right. Daniel said someone tweeted what Hangman said and Coda liked it. See, Coda Bushi knows Kenny ain't shit. So when Kenny gets dethroned on Saturday, we popping bottles. We bringing out all the cowboy hats. I don't even have a cowboy hat. I'll go buy one.
I said this on my Instagram story. If you don't follow me on Instagram, then maybe I'll fucking do what fucking Izzy's dad did and screenshot on my notes. I haven't tweeted out. But I'm gonna share, especially because I had some friends, some not really on social medias, like I've talked to them like on social media, but they're not active, like they don't post that often. But a couple of friends have talked to me. They were like, how do you stand between this, because they know I love both Kenny and Hangman. So I kind of talked to them about it, and then I finally decided, I was like, you know what, I'll wait until all is said and done to share my final thoughts about everything. Mm-hmm. So kind of explain where I stood in this. You know, I know it obviously makes it, I know I'm obviously more for Hangman, but, you know, I'll explain, you know, what, you know, I have to say about, you know, Kenny also. So I'm going to share all my thoughts about that. It's going to be super long. I've actually have it pre-written. I had to write it. It's so long that I typed it out on my computer because just typing it on my phone was too damn slow. I was like, touch key method, bitch. I was like, so yeah, I was like, I have a lot of things. Yeah, I have had a lot to say throughout all this, and it's gonna get a little deep. I tried to not make it so deep, but it might just get there. I kind of cried a little when I wrote it, but yeah, you'll hear all my final thoughts. Part of me would want to say it on the show, but if our news and rumors are already gonna be 40 minutes long, I think it's best that I just don't.
Listen, so. I'm gonna try not to. Well, it's also because like I didn't want to rant and like we were talking about all that.
Our news and rumors don't normally go for 40 minutes. No,
that's the thing. I don't know why recently these news and rumors have been taking over the show.
It's because you know what? It's because there's always some bad news that makes us go the fuck off.
There's always some bad news bears up in this.
Yeah, so
whatever. I'm upset. I want a soundboard. Maybe that's what I should ask for Christmas.
Get a soundboard. I was thinking maybe for Christmas I could ask for like maybe like not a webcam but like a camera, just so like I don't know, maybe I could. I don't know. I'm like maybe I could start like filming shit. I could be a travel vlogger.
You could go adventures and take your merch pick outside in the wild.
Yeah, maybe that's what maybe in the wild maybe that's Texas. What I'll ask for. Okay. Yeah. Enough about Christmas. We're
yeah, it's Thanksgiving first, always.
Yes.
We don't have to do the question of the week since the show's already. It's actually not as long as I thought. We're like an hour 12.
But it's our question. Answering the question does take a while, though. If I'm being totally honest.
So do you want to do the question or not?
Well, it is from Daniel, and I feel like since he is here, maybe we should do it. Daniel's always coming in clutch. I'll keep it quick though. I promise.
Okay, then go ahead. Sorry, I'm responding.
Are you gonna ask it, or do I have to pull it up?
Oh, fuck. Hold on. I was not prepared because I wasn't sure if we were actually doing it.
I agree. Well, okay. Again, I'll share my final thoughts about it afterwards.
After Hangman wins, who's his first feud?
Good question. Well, it might obviously be Danielson, or whoever wins. I'm not gonna say that. Oh, it's totally gonna be Danielson. I predicted it, but it could very well be Miro. Will I be upset? Absolutely not.
Could be Miro.
But so I guess one of those two is the more obvious answer. A future feud that I think I could see Hangman, going up against is actually I'll just kind of share a little bit of insight that I talked about on Bammer Slammer, if you haven't seen it yet. I said that something that would be interesting, and the reason why I predicted that Danielson would win at the pay-per-view, win the Eliminator tournament, is that like whenever he does, hopefully, if I'm assuming it's not like, you know, the Dynamite after, or like a week, 2 weeks after. I want to say it's within at least like a month's time, or even the next pay-per-view, which would be Revolution. Mm-hmm. And Kenny stays away for that till then. I could see Danielson going up against Hangman, and then Kenny coming back. I'm again assuming that this happens at Revolution. Kenny comes back after his hiatus from, you know, November to February. I think this is a pretty long time. Maybe, I don't know. I know some people probably want him gone forever. I fucking don't. But Kenny comes back, and he costs Danielson the match because, you know what? I'm pretty sure his mentality is going to be, if anyone's going to take that title off that cowboy, it's going to be me. Yeah, exactly. Me. Will he take the title back? Absolutely not. But he can have the mentality like, oh, you know, it's mine. I'm the only person who deserves to get it back. It's me. So, and then we can have a rematch between Danielson and Omega, despite there ain't going to be no damn rematch. There can be a rematch to determine who gets to face Hangman next. And even if it is Danielson again, or if Omega takes it, regardless, I think Hangman will still keep the title. But yeah, I think it's a good way to kind of bring back Kenny and Danielson, because there's obviously going to be a rematch because their first match ended in a tie. So I think that's a good way to bring it back, just to sneak it back in. Mm-hmm.
Yes. So you think Danielson will be Hangman's first feud?
Yes, and yes, and that's why. But I think it'll be at Revolution.
Okay.
But like that's when the match will happen. But that's just me. That's just me wishful thinking.
I mean, it's his first feud. Well, I don't know if it'll be his first feud, but it's more so going to be his first match is whoever wins. Yeah, whoever wins versus Miro and Danielson. So I don't know if that'll necessarily be his first feud. Yeah. All right, here we go.
I think I know who you're gonna say.
I don't know if you do.
Maybe. Oh, maybe. I don't know.
As much as it pains me to say this, Max.
I knew. That's who I was gonna say. It was gonna be MJF.
It might be Max because I mean, if he beats Darby, which I think he might, which I think honestly, listen, as much shit as I give Maxwell Jacob Friedman,
he is a phenomenal performer.
He's great.
I will give him that.
But he also comes up short in a lot of big matches.
But here's the thing: the reason why, the reason why it kind of upsets me about this is back to the news and rumors about Hangman is that if the rumor that I said happens to be true, which I pray to God it's not, that's who apparently they're expecting Hangman to lose the title to.
Which that's some bullshit. I have hair in my eye. Ow.
That is,
that's
and I'm
some bullshit.
But I think I did predict that Darby is gonna come out on top only because I think Full Gear is when Wardlow's finally gonna snap. My prediction is MJF's gonna probably ask him for the Dynamite Diamond to use it. Either Wardlow's gonna refuse or he's gonna probably struggle with it and it's gonna cost him or he's gonna get caught. And then that's when we're gonna make him lose the match. And then MJF's gonna belittle him, whether with his words, because he's really good at, talking shit to people. And that's when Wardlow's gonna snap. Let's snap. And he's gonna turn on MJF. But that's just me.
I mean, I just think having Max be the next one, his first feud would be. It kind of makes sense. He's been talking a lot of shit. He said he's brought up Hangman. He's brought up Hangman. He said he's one of the 4 male pillars of AEW, which he's not wrong.
He's not.
Because that's what him, Sammy, who's TNT champ, Darby, who was TNT champ, and Jungle Boy, who is a goddamn star.
Future tag team champion.
Future tag team champion, exactly. So or future AEW World Heavyweight champion.
Yeah, for sure. I just think they should win the tag belts first before Jungle Boy goes off and wins the big one.
Well, yeah. So I really think it's gonna be Max because he's gonna be like, you know what, I beat everyone and I beat them all. Da 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 da. I want my chance finally in the title picture because he's only gone after Mox.
Yeah, the only reason why I'd be okay with him being his first feud is only because if that's when Wardlow snaps and Hangman still comes back with the title.
Yeah, if Omega wins, we riot. I'm just saying. Hands are gonna be thrown. I'm not doing this podcast. I'm taking a week off.
I'm like, am I gonna have to take over?
You might. I can show you how to do everything. It's not hard.
Yeah, I'll just need to do what you do, which is everything.
Fuck emo Barbie. I mean, kind of.
I take it he means Darby.
No, emo Barbie's way funnier. I hope he meant Barbie. Oh, that's too good. But yeah. So you think Danielson will be the first feud?
Well, because, I guess feud as opposed to first opponent. Well, I guess, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, that's what I took it as. That's what I said,
Maybe.
Because, it's either going to be Miro or Danielson as his first title defense. But while he's doing that, MJF could be snaking his way up in there and being like, hey, surprise.
It's just confusing, especially with AEW, because when Kenny Omega won last year, he won the tournament last year, they decided to not do that shit on pay-per-view where it should have been, and they decided to do it on I don't fucking care if they called it Winter is Coming. It was a regular ass episode of Dynamite. You can call it whatever the fuck you want. It still happened on Wednesday. It was still 2 hours long. It was still on TV, and it was still had commercials. So that is still the same shit. It was on a regular episode of Dynamite when they had the match and Kenny won the title. Why? I don't fucking know. But I think it was for ratings apparently, but still. That should not happen this time around, honestly.
No, Hangman winning, and when, because he has to lose this sometime. When Hangman loses, it has to be on pay-per-view.
It does.
He deserves it.
He deserves a long-ass reign. Like, maybe not the longest, but again, we said it before. At the very bare fucking minimum, 6 months.
Bare minimum.
Bare minimum, but it should be longer.
Give him
6 to 9 months.
Give him a year.
That's how long it took for his baby to be made. So let's
Savannah.
So that's how long it should be for his Savannah. For his other baby, his reign. His Goldie.
His Goldie. Oh my god. All right. Well, what a hell of a show. We'll stay in chat for a little bit after the fact.
Yeah.
But this has been the She Elite Showcase. Savannah, tell people where they can find you if you want people to find you.
You can find me on Instagram and on Twitter at Y2Garcia with an underscore. If there's no underscore, it's not me.
It's over there. If you're watching the video, it's on the opposite side of the screen.
Yeah.
And of course, you can follow me on Twitter at KatieRasson13 if I could ever figure out which way my camera goes. I have a link tree in my bio. It takes you to all things She Elite Showcase. It takes you to the Twitch where we go live every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Twitch.tv/She Elite Showcase. Go ahead and follow us, please, if you'd like. The YouTube link is also in there. Please subscribe. We're trying to get that custom URL. Let's go.
Please, pretty please.
Please. And all the videos are on there. All of kind of what we've done. Also, the Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts. The links are on there. We have a 5-star review already.
Yay.
So if you feel like we have been worthy of a 5-star review, go for it. Please. If you think. And then also shout out to Justin at Heel Tactics on Twitter for creating the intro music, not only for this, but for Inside the Mind of, which I have a new one coming out on Monday with Vince in the crowd, which we had the first episode of that. It was a great time. I was in a horrible mood and I feel bad about it. I was in an awful mood the entire episode, but it was good content. Reek was late. I was just having a bad day. It was a lot, but it was very entertaining. So that is also up on the channel and in the audios. So again, shout out to Justin for doing that for us. He's a creative genius. Yeah, great show. Thank you guys again, and we will see you next week, possibly in matching shirts. I have a Hangman shirt.
Which one?
Anxious Millennial Cowboy.
Oh, I have that one too. Okay, yes.
Right. We're twinning next week.
As Hangman Celebration.
Hangman Celebration next week on the show. And if not, Raising Hell.
Show's canceled.
Okay, bye!